Here we go, people. Here we go. Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Hello, friends, and happy Monday. We love Mondays. Really missed Monday Jumpstart today, but it was okay because I knew I was going to see it tonight. So, hi, Margie. Hello, and let's get those thumbs up, please. Thank you so much for remembering, for reminding. Appreciate that. It helps us to be found easier. Hey, Sylvia. Here, tired, but here. Why are Mondays so long? Sylvia, we'll take you any way we can get you. So sorry you're tired, but sit down, put your feet up, grab a cup of something, and relax. As long as you've got something in your hand you can chat with, some device. The heart. Oh, I will go in and change the heart. That's totally me. I forgot to do it. Hi, Sarah. I was so focused on getting all the events in for all the things, especially for Friday, that I forgot to do the thing on the heart. So as soon as we get through saying hello, then I will. Mondays aren't as long as Sundays. Absolutely nobody online to chat with on Sunday. Oh, wow. Maybe we need to do Laughing Crafts on Sundays. Oh, that's such a hard day for me, though. That's always family day, and family always plans stuff. Yep, I will get rid of it soon. Thank you, Margie. Let's see here. I didn't post because everyone was quiet. Now I know I can bug Sarah and you. Yes, definitely. Hi, Glennis. Good to see you. And Miss G, good thing they didn't get my box yet, or I would absolutely know what is in it. She wouldn't have waited. Probably a little more than half of the boxes were delivered today. Most of the rest of them will be delivered tomorrow. And Margie's will be whenever Penny comes over. Sylvia, pretty sure yours is coming tomorrow as well. Kind of hard to know sometimes. And I know as we get closer to the holidays that it's going to take a little longer, even though we pay for priority 2 day. We know sometimes that's 3 day, in some cases even 4 day. December's, we're going to try to get out a little bit earlier so we can do our box opening and Laugh and Craft a little earlier. So let's see here. I am not having any luck with YouTube coming up here. So I want to, let's see. There we go. All right. Now I think we got it. There's YouTube. All right. Cross your fingers. Come on, YouTube. Cooperate this time. I looked up a whole bunch of them to see if some of them had arrived. Some of them hadn't. Let's see here.
Mine, which is usually early, hadn't arrived yet, which is so bizarre.
Yeah, yours is usually the first one here, which I totally expected to be there today.
I
Absolutely. Know. And nope, yours was in Raleigh today, so it'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah. They were being lazy, I think, because we didn't get any mail. I don't think anybody on the street got any mail.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
everybody's
a little weird.
Mailbox was empty.
So you guys might have noticed that there was a couple of other now I can't find it. Let's see, Black Friday. There we go. Nope, not Monday Jumpstart. That's next Monday. Happy paper box opening and Laugh and Craft. There we go. That's the one we want. Okay. There's several other events already created in YouTube. We're going to get them in ahead of time. We're going to create events on Facebook so you can go in and ask questions, make comments. We can tell you what we're going to be doing so you can gather supplies together and participate. HPP Christmas before Christmas. Yeah. DM is in the house. She's walking away. Yeah, her box isn't here. So she'll watch the box opening and she'll be crafting away with us. Oh, Cheryl's arrived today. Yeah, hers is usually late and it arrived. And she's, wow. I'm surprised. That's awesome. Margie has a new fridge being delivered tomorrow.
Yay, Margie.
So she may get her box then. Wow. I need a new fridge, Margie. Definitely need a new fridge. Our fridge is not full size. They built-in cabinets and, a place for the cabinets over the fridge. And the fridge is like a midget fridge. So I don't know what. It's a shorty. It doesn't hold as much and does not make me happy. Good to see you, Cheryl. I'm glad you've got your box. postal people were incognito. I don't know. Was it some kind of holiday today?
I don't know.
Okay, we are at 6:08 and we are here to open the November Happy Paper box. So let's get to it so then we can laugh and craft. And I'm anxious to make something with some of this stuff. So I did a little tease on a live. If you were there, you heard me say that last month's box, October's box, was black and white. And yeah, yay for Margie's new fridge. This month's box is all about color. So we had beautiful black and white last month, but this month, don't be afraid to add some color to a black and white world. Color is good, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got lots of stuff packed in this box. So let's get to it. I'm going to open it this way. And so we can take things out in the order that they are on here. First, we have some lengths of elegant lace wrapped in rose heart. And what kind of typo is that? Oh, there's just an N left off that. Okay, it says rose heart and Western deli paper. Just in case you're wondering, that's Western deli paper. So there's the rose deli paper right there. And we tried to fold it as little as possible, although deli paper does lay out really nicely. But
Yeah.
underneath it is the heart deli paper, and underneath that is the Western. It's really cool. It's got Route 66 and cards.
Cool.
All kinds of fun stuff from the Old West. So a variety
Really
of
Old
deli
West,
paper.
like 1961?
I know, yeah. Really, really old, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there is already a stack of deli paper to work with. And inside that was 2 lengths of elegant lace. This is one of my absolute favorites. And everybody got 3 complete swoops. I don't know what you call them. 3 complete swoops and 4 roses. And I don't know if it might pick up I left the light over here off because sometimes it washes things out. And now I'm wondering if it's putting a shadow on it. And so we're not seeing the color. So hang on a second. Don't get dizzy while I move that camera just a minute, just so I can touch that. And let's see if that helps. Oh, that does help. That is much better color. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. Really pretty roses. And wanted to make it as useful as possible. So everybody got full roses. No roses cut in half. No swoops cut in half. These little things on the bottom. Just really pretty. So I like to fold it rose to rose. If you're going to fold it to store it, rose to rose and rose to rose. And then this all lays perfectly flat, unless it gets squished somewhere else. And it's a really nice flat piece there. And then this piece, oh, I love this. Love this lace. It has, what do you call this? Kind of a sheer, yeah. Not really netting, but kind of a netting type sheer background and gorgeous roses. This is all cream and rose colored. So we're starting out with some mild color, just a little bit of color. We'll get to some bigger color. Let's see. I'm just going to fold that in half. There we go, like that. Okay. And then there is another wrap of deli paper. And this one is French deli paper, one of my favorite deli papers. I got some of this a long time ago and have used it a few times. And I always get asked about it when I use it. And so I decided to track down some more to put in the boxes. And I've had a hard time finding it. So there's some French writing. Well, it's all in French writing. Some postage and keys and pocket watches and fun stuff there. So some more deli paper to add to your stack. And color. These are 2 lengths of elegant blue and gold trim. My absolute favorite, because this is one of my favorite colors, this royal blue, electric blue here. This one is a denim background made really elegant with all the pearls and sequins. I know, probably going through your mind all the things you could do with it already. A book spine or a gorgeous belly band. Even on this one, I think is going to be a book spine for me. A gorgeous belly band, even on the outside of a book. I think that would be really pretty. How about a belly band on the back cover or the front cover? But this would make such a beautiful spine. Jen, if you're watching, this is the piece that I want to use on the Arabian Nights book. Just love this. Elegant electric blue with the gold. And yeah, we had just enough to give everybody a length like that. It literally went down to the last box. So thank goodness we did, though, because I really wanted that to be in the color box. All right, then we have a card of colored hemp cord. We can always use hemp cord for binding and for stringing beads, but perfect for binding books that are going to have some color, journals that are going to have some color. This one is kind of a, you know what? I got a little bit of lunar paste on my finger. Gold lunar paste, you'll see why. This one is teal. This one is rainbow color, so it's got all the colors. And then this one is kind of a dark, peachy, light, rusty kind of color. Yeah, everybody will see it as a different color.
It matches the flowers of the one above. Yeah.
Oh, you know, it kind of does. Yeah, it really kind of does. Wow. I haven't looked at that. Although the longer I leave it there, the more this, well, yeah, no, you're right. The flower is turning, when I put it next to that, it looks more pink. But when I put it by this, don't look at that, it turns to this color. That's a changer flower. And then we have a package of colorful acetate butterflies. These are really pretty. Colorful acetate butterflies. Like acetate because it's clear. So even if there's an edging around it, it's clear. And they're all stickers. These acetate, they're all stickers and varieties of colors. So colorful. We like colorful butterflies. Put that up here. Sorry, Margie.
I was just...
Margie likes butterflies. She just doesn't like them on every flower, on every journal. Right, Margie? Likes butterflies on a flower. Okay, and then what do we have? Then we have a long coin envelope with a selection of vintage style ephemera. So that would be this one. Everybody has a different color. There are, I don't know, 6 or 8 different color coin envelopes. So did not seal it up, so you can use it in a journal. And this has a nice selection of vintage style ephemera. Let's see if I can get hold of all of it. All in different colors. We love vintage ephemera, but since we're talking about color, well, we've got all kinds of tickets in all kinds of colors and stubs and just fun stuff. I'm not even going to set it down and count it. There's just a ton of stuff here. Even some vintage, look at this. There's a couple of vintage add Woods baking powder, but vintage recipe directions for biscuits. I love that one. Pharmacist.
I used that in my journal the other day.
Did you? Oh, awesome. Yeah, I love all the different colors. They're all, oh, there we go. Lord Baltimore filling. There's a recipe for Lord Baltimore filling. These ones are really good. These back ones, not those came as part of these. You have a couple Lord Baltimore fillings. So if you wanted to keep one, probably 3 or 4. So if you wanted to keep one, you could still use some. Bullion and Exchange Bank. And oh, this is really cute. Look at this. The Butterick Publishing Company.
Oh, that's cool.
This check entitles the bearer to purchase for 10 cents. You could probably get a pattern for 10 cents back in the day. So, these last ones that are when you feel them and they feel more like acetate, or they're not vellum, but they're not really acetate. They are
Stickers.
stickers. Yeah. So you
They're
can see
washi
that
stickers.
clear on the back that you can, yeah, they're washi stickers. That's what they are. Wow. Where's my brain been? It's been a busy, busy week and it's only Monday. So those are washi stickers and these are all paper. So you can layer them and stick them in, have them attached or not attached, hanging out. So there's a ton of those. Okay. And those all came in our colorful coin envelope, long coin envelope. And then what do we have? We have a budget envelope with a selection of vintage style of ephemera, different type of ephemera. Here's our budget envelope. And again, 6 or 8 different colors. So you will have gotten some color. Really cool. They actually used to keep budgets in things like this. And if you do the old cash in the envelope trick, then this works really well. We did put a sticker on this, but they're not super sticky. They should come off real easily so it doesn't ruin your envelope at all. Because this was stuffed and it wouldn't stay even halfway closed. But I love these. I love these little guys that are perfect to put in journals, either for journaling on. I like to put these on the back of journal cards because then you can journal on them, yet they still look fun. Daily agenda and teeny tiny Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then notes over here and the date, just teeny tiny. And there's a whole little section of a pad of each one of these. So you get a bunch of them. There's a teeny tiny ledger, again, a whole section of a pad. Ice cream wholesale and retail. And these
Oh,
are,
that's cute.
isn't that cute? They're established 1892. Let's see, we bell at the very lowest prices possible, and our terms are cash. Worcester, Massachusetts.
Worcester.
Or Worcester? Is that, yeah.
Worcester.
Worcester, Massachusetts.
Don't say the R.
Worcester.
Yep.
Worcester.
That's the way. Worcester.
Oh, thank you.
Or Worcester.
Worcester,
Yep.
Mass.
Worcester, Massachusetts.
Worcester, Massachusetts. I learned something today. So yeah, this one has so they're like little order forms. When people come in, write up their order. And then this one is another type of ledger. It's actually kind of grid for sketching, like architecture. It's a building trades sketching, tools for sketching. So you'd put who did the sketch here and you could sketch it out. So we could even draw like illustration, like Tim Holtz does on his stamps. You could do something and do all the little, lines and like architectural drawings, and that would be super cute. Then there's Western Union Telegram. Each one of these has a whole section of a pad. But there was a ton of them, and that's why I wanted to seal it up so they wouldn't be flying everywhere. This one is like a time card clocking in for the job. So it has the pay period ending. This is the second half of the month. You'd have your name, the hours that you worked in and out for the day. Oh man, do you remember the days of those time cards? Wow, that takes me back. And then this last one is an invoice, and it has all the information they would put on the invoice, who it's sold to. And so, you can stamp on them or write on them or just glue them on the back of a journal card so that they could actually be the journaling spot. But there's a lot of those. Those are really fun. And this envelope does close by going in here. But my helper didn't see that it went in there until we were halfway done and had been putting stickers on them, and then saw that went in there. And so then we started putting them in there. So if you don't have a sticker, but it's tucked in, that's why. Because we figured out that it would go inside. Okay, so there's all of that ephemera. What is next? Next is a ledger type envelope with a selection of tickets, multi-style. Okay, again, multicolors. So you will get a ledger envelope, and And I like that they have these. You could put them right into a binder journal, a 3-ring binder or 6-ring binder journal. But even if it's a 3-ring, you don't have to use all the rings. And you could attach them to a page too, so you don't have to use those rings. But this one is full of, these are stickers, and these are tickets of all different kinds. And I mean, there's just a whole variety. There's rain check tickets. There's like train tickets and theater tickets and sports tickets. That one, postponement stub. That's a rain check. Bleacher seats. Estate 9. I can't see. It's glaring on my eyes and I can't see with my glasses on. Tickets to the Beatles. Oh, that's cool. DM, tickets to the Beatles. Love that. These are $1 tickets. Let's see. Drake University, spring semester. Services Barcelona. This is mall orders accepted. Just all different kinds of tickets. Transport services, timetable, and some more of the different vellum stickers. And you can cut these apart because there's multiple stickers on a sheet and they're all vellum. And I don't think that they are perforated. They might be once you pull the back off. They might be. But I haven't pulled the back off one to double check that. Look, that one's bending right there. So I'm going to say yes, they are. Cool. And this one is it a doctor or an attorney? I don't know, but that's a cool looking one. So there's a ton of, we're excited to be able to get a lot of tickets in there. So you don't worry about just using a bunch of them and then feeling like you don't have any left. Okay. And then we have our Sweet Time envelope with the acetate stickers. So here's your Sweet Time envelope. May passion and crafting pleasure live up to your ideals. There's some cool script in the background. I really like these envelopes. They're just nice, pretty to use in journals. And this one has acetate stickers. It's a whole selection. They are pages. So each one is a sheet with acetate stickers on them. So you'll have a whole selection of a variety. Some of them are labels. Some of them might be pieces of script or things you can stick in with other things. Some of them might be little tags. But all different kinds. Your selection may be slightly different than what you see me have here because everybody got a selection. Some the same and some, I'll just keep that on top there. Some variety. All right, what's next? Red envelope with watercolor glassine paper. Okay. We have to have bright red if we're talking about color, right? And not everybody's getting the same color of these envelopes, but we did try to make sure that the 3 envelopes there, you got 3 different colors. So you had some color to work with. So this is a standard Hallmark red envelope. And inside this one is glassine paper. This is, what am I trying to think of? It's not acetate and it is not, what does it look like? I really lost my mind today. It is actually glassine. So like I'm going to leave them as a pile because then you can see what the watercolor marks are. It is actually glassine, like those little glassine bags are made of. So if you take this and make some, cute little bags or little pockets or little envelopes with them, they're really adorable. And put up against something, you can see some of the watercolor, not against something super dark like that, but you can see with a stack of them. And you got quite a stack, so there's enough to do a whole bunch of things. You can put these in a journal and use them as a flip up so that you have a kind of a teaser through the curtain. You can see what's there and then you pick it up and it's right there. And to write on, you could actually write on this. This is formulated to be writing paper. So don't hesitate to use this to actually journal on. with your journals. Let's see. Then Heidi Swap Red Rose stickers. And this was kind of a bonus. We found these and thought, you know what? There's enough to go in the boxes. Let's stick them in there because they're pretty and they're bright colors. And if you were at the sale, the last sale, we had a Heidi Swap little notepad. These stickers match the Heidi Swap notepad. She just has really pretty red roses and uses those gorgeous colors on some of the words. So there's 2 sheets in there. Just some extra fun things to use there. Gonna have to do a little organization here. Okay, next thing is 4 sheets of peach colored lace paper. Okay, when I ordered this, they called it champagne, but I couldn't put champagne in there because I knew you'd all go, that is not champagne. It really is peach colored. Maybe if you just do one by itself and I'm looking on the camera, it looks kind of champagne. But when I put it all together, it really looks peach. And it looks kind of washed out on the camera anyway because of the light there. But this is the coolest paper. They call it lace paper because it has holes in it everywhere. It's tons of fibers that are, the paper's just all held together with these fibers. You can see that there is a top side where you see all those fibers, and then the back side, which is flat. You can use either side you want, but I'll bet you can already think of some fun things to do with this. Makes a cute little envelope or a pocket. It's pretty over the top of something else too that would have colors that would shine through. It's just fun to have paper that's like lace. So there's 4 sheets of that. So let's get that. Yeah, I'm going to have to organize and put this here so I can get a shot of the whole box. All right. And then what do we have? Selection of colorful handmade mulberry paper. Okay. I wanted to get a lot of paper in here this time. Sometimes it's hard with the cost of the box to get a lot of paper, you know, because the cost of everything adds up, but we were able to get quite a bit. Now, this paper all came from different sources, so you'll notice that some of it is different sizes. They're all kind of sort of similar, but they're not all the exact same size, and I didn't think you'd care. Like, I didn't care because they're just gorgeous. I just wanted to get the paper. Okay, so it is all different kinds of mulberry paper. Like this one has leaves, some of just really superficial to deep down inside. You can use either side you like. There's a leaf on this side, but the dark ones seem more prominent on this side. So you can use whatever side you want. So there's some that will have really mild things like that. Almost looks like it's speckled. If I hold it in the light like that, you can see the speckles a little bit more. This one has even metallic fragments throughout it. And you have a whole variety. So again, they might not be the exact same piece. Like this one, the whole pack that we got of this one, every sheet looked different. So you might have one that has these same kind of fibers, but it doesn't look exactly like mine. That's because they all look different, every one of them. They are handmade. And this is grasses. This one has a lot of like the type of grass that's just really dry, not grass from your lawn, but those dry grasses that, you know, wave in the wind. A lot of those. This one has petals. There's purple petals in that one. You can see the flower petals. There's some that has, let's see which side. Oh, both sides are kind of pretty cool. Some of them have that like whole little pieces of greenery, little branches with all the teeny tiny bits and pieces. I'm trying to hold it in the light enough that you can see some of the bits and pieces that are in there. Here's one with red petals. Here's another one that is spotted, but a little different than the first one. This one, oh, this one has green leaves. So on these little tiny, like these, you can see the leaf vein down the middle and all the little striations of that teeny tiny leaf. And then these big pieces of greenery in here. Those are they're just so cool. Just love them. Love them, love them. Here's one that has green leaves, something like that. Down there you can really see the striations of the petal. I said leaves, they're petals. And there's a blue one with petals. A different shade of purple with petals. Love mulberry paper. Hi, Angie. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Jen. Yeah, I love these papers too. They're so fun. This one actually has pink petals and they're kind of a bluish violet petal and the greenery. I love these things. I know on the camera, they probably just look like, splotches or smears. But when you get them and you look at it, you can see the vein of the leaf right down the middle of it. And then the teeny tiny veins that go off the sides. That's what's really neat about these is you can actually see those. Might be able to even see one of those that's bigger. I don't know. May not show up on the camera, but you'll see it when you get yours. Oh, here's another one with all kinds of cool fibers in it. You can pick whichever side you like the best. The dark side, the light side. And this is a lot of grasses and straws. And different color with the grasses and straws. And even a pink with the grasses and straws. With the light through them, they look so cool. Ooh, here's an orange mulberry paper, and you can see all the fiber in that one. Love the way that one feels. And there's a blue. Look at all the cool fibers in that. I have a light just to the left of my desk, so that's perfect placement to see all these. And oh, another orange. This is a darker orange. This one looks more like a rust color. Love all those fibers. They just look so cool. Okay, so you've got a nice big pack of paper. Lots of different types, big selection to be able to do a variety of things with. And then the last thing on it, well, almost 2 sheets of red poppy tissue paper. Been saving this one for a color box. Oh, love this tissue paper. Bright red poppies. And I can't wait to use it. They're so pretty. This would be gorgeous in a black and white and pops of red journal. Hey, Candy. Yeah, so you get a couple sheets. We've started putting 2 sheets in because we all love them. And if you use one up, you don't have another one to look at. So, so you get a couple sheets of the red poppy tissue paper. And then, all right, this says bonus colorful peacock napkin from Marianne's studio. So I have to tell you about this. I have had these gorgeous peacock napkins. They weren't intended to be a part of the box, but I thought, oh, they're just so pretty and so full of color. I just want to share them. And so I counted them and I had enough literally to put 1 in every box. And it was the exact amount to the last box. So it's kind of just Marianne threw it in because she found them in her studio and wanted to share them. Not, a part of the original box, but just kind of a little bonus. Thank you from me. 1 peacock. They're just so pretty. I love all the colors of the peacock. And those colors go with all the other things because there's all the colors in the peacock napkins. I love this one though, because there's 6 peacocks on it. So you could literally take it apart. Pretty soon we're going to do napkins with the beeswax. We have been dancing around that one forever and we just haven't made time to get to it. We're going to get to it soon. It's on my list for soon. So this would be a really pretty one to do with that. So 1 napkin from my studio I wanted to share. Now, I do want to tell you, I'm going to organize this a bit while I tell you that there is one item that was left out of the box. It wasn't intentional, but, you know, a new helper didn't realize that that was supposed to go in, and they were, most of them were already packed and sealed before we realized it wasn't in there. So we went ahead and left it out of all of them. And in next month's box, you'll be getting it just stuck in with next month's box, but it's a part of this month's box. And that is, I need to find something, maybe it'll show on this. That is a charm that is a tree of life with colored gems. So it is a silver, it's not going to work very well, it's just sliding around. Silver tree of life, wound at the bottom. These are handmade. And then the tree has all the gems on the top. Most of them have multicolor gems on them. There will be a few that are solid color gems because we couldn't get enough of the multicolored. So we opted to get some of just solid colors that we thought would be the real popular colors. So this will be coming to you in your next month's box, and just know that it was intended to be a part of the color box. So that charm will be there. So yeah, I really overwork your staff. Oh, Sylvia, I need you here to help. So that is the box. Now I'm going to try to take just a second here and kind of do a little bit of arranging just so I can get a shot to be able to put it as the thumbnail when we extract this. If that's the background, let's get those deli papers. There's just a lot of things. They're not all going to show, but that's okay. As long as most of them do, we can show some of that. And we can show some of that. Oh, I like that one so much. They're so pretty. But these are my absolute favorite right there. The blue ones. Love this one. Can't wait to use this one on a spine. All the little ephemera bits. All right, so I've lost half of my glassine papers, maybe. I can go up here. Might have to zoom out just a bit. I zoomed in to make sure it was nice and close, but there is a lot. There is a lot in this box. So we try to pack in. I'll tell you what, the boxes are not packed for number of items. Because some months there's more items, some months there's less items. They are not packed for the number of items that are in each box. They are packed for the price. So if I can find more things at a lower price, I will buy more things to put in the boxes instead of just stopping at a certain quantity. We will go right up to the amount that can be spent per box and get more things in there. That's my philosophy. And sometimes they're a little more expensive things, so we get a little bit less in there. But we hope that the value is there for you. That's our goal, of course. Let's see. Let's stick this back here, the lace paper. And what did we miss? Oh, we still got some big things of ephemera underneath here. Oh, there was a lot of ephemera in this one, but I did get a good deal on the ephemera. So I got a lot because I like having more than one or two, if at all possible. So lots of ephemera to choose from. I'll get that in there. And did I leave? Nope, left that one out. That's okay. And the peacock, doesn't matter. He can just hide up in there somewhere. All right, so I'm going to do, that'll work. That'll give us a nice little shot there. We don't have to see every single little thing, right? Whew, okay. So let me go back and catch up on some of the chat here. Like to hear what you think of the box. Let's see. Ooh, lots of chat. I hope that's good. Let me go. Okay, here we go. Show us the goodies. Ooh. Oh, Cheryl squealed when she saw the tissue paper. Oh, good. I love it too, Cheryl. Those poppies are so pretty. I just love poppies. Oh, love the box. Yay, Joanne. Oh, kittens just knocked her tree over. Oh, no. Yeah, I can imagine they like to climb it. You have to put a fence around it, right? More paper. Always more paper. We try to get some paper in every box. Every now and then we don't because there's too many other things, or maybe some paper that doesn't really fit with the theme, but we try to. Had to laugh, knew it was coming. They're 8 months old. Oh, yeah. Ooh, Sylvia, yes, your blue journal 2024. Most definitely. 21 rescue cats. Oh my goodness. That's a lot. Saw a journal with a soft spine. Yep. Gorgeous. Oh, love it. Okay, so I would like to know, what are your favorite parts? What are your personal favorite things of this box? Buttered flies. Yes, that's a good way to look at them. Buttered flies. Just holiday. Can't wait to see what you do with the blue and gold trim. Yes. Jen, the Arabian Nights book that you bought, I have one for myself, and I envision turning that into a journal with this on the spine. Love all the ephemera. Cool. Back when you made $6 a week, right? Yeah. There is a lot. Let's see here. Puppies or poopies, as Angie says. Fat uncooperative fingers. Yeah, Margie. Or a keyboard that wants to write whatever it wants to write. How soon do you need to order for the next box? Is it December box or January box? Okay, here's how it works. Oh, and I appreciate the comment that someone left that said that I forgot to say how and where you can get the box and how much it is. So the box is shipped toward the end of the month. The goodies in this box are amazing, awesome. Mulberry paper is my favorite too. Poppy tissue and the jeweled trims are your favorite. Okay, so the Happy Paper box, the link to get to the website is in the description box below. And it says, get the Happy Paper box here or order it here or something like that. But hppcreate.com is the Happy Paper People website. And when you go to that website, the box is right there first thing. I should put in that description box. I will add this. That when you order the box, I think it says it on the website that you need to order only the box by itself. And then if there's other things you want, come back and put them in your cart. If you order other things in the cart with the subscription box, it treats it like it's a one-time item, like all the other individual items that you're ordering. Does that make sense? And there's no way around it. That's just a Shopify thing. So you have to order the subscription box by itself. You pay 1 month, and then you are set up for subscription every month. It will withdraw or charge your payment. You have about 10 different ways to choose how to pay. Every way that we could possibly get on there, we did. So it would help everyone to have their choice. It'll withdraw on the first of the month. And then the boxes ship out between the 15th and the 20th. December, we're going to try to get them out a little early because of the holidays. We want to be able to have a good laugh and craft and not have it be, just a day or two before Christmas where everybody's so busy. So if you would like the December box, then you would need to go to the website and place the order before December 1st. Okay, it has to be before December 1st. So it needs to be a November date. And then when everyone else is charged on the 1st of December for their December box, you will have already paid for the December box. You will not be charged on December 1st. So if you place that order in November, it is getting you the December box. and then it will be the 1st of every month. So you would not have a payment drawn until January 1st. If you place that order after December 1st, so sometime in December, and this happens all the time, somebody places the order in December wanting the December box and not realizing that if it's placed in the month of December, it's already past the billing cycle for that month. So it sets you up for your first month to be January, and you wouldn't have a payment due on the 1st of January. You've already paid that, but January then would be your first box. So if you want this December box, then you would just want to place the order with a November date. So anytime before the end of November, and you will be set up for December. So December, the theme is vintage. I don't usually tell you the theme ahead of time, but I am going to tell you December. It is just plain vintage. We all love vintage. And then January, I'm very excited about. We're doing something that I've never seen done with a subscription box before. And I hope that you are as excited about it as I am once you receive it. Oh, I should put this on here too, because we will all get that. So can you buy just a box every once in a while? Love the papers, love the puppies, love the lazy. Yes, I will be thrilled. Yes. Okay. Yes, Sarah, you can. Some months we have more extra boxes than others. We actually have some boxes, some extra boxes from a few months this past year that I just didn't even, we were just so busy that I didn't say, hey, we've got, 8 extra boxes this month. They're available. We didn't put them on the website. We've still got them. They are packed. There's a few that I don't even know what month they are because they're packed and sealed. There's some that are marked with what month they are. And actually, I was thinking about maybe on Black Friday having a hot buy special be any of the pre-packed boxes. They're not labeled. I don't know what month they are, but having a deep discount on them that you could buy them. You're taking a chance on whatever month, but you get a super duper deal. Let me know if that appeals to anybody or if you just absolutely would have to know what's in it. This month, the color month, there are 2 extra boxes. That's all there are is 2 extra boxes. So if somebody wants a November box, the color, you will need to send me a private message as soon as possible because the first 2 messages that come in, those 2 will be gone. So yeah, there is only 2. The price on the Happy Paper box is $36 a month. And we really try to make that of greater value than $36. So if you are buying everything individually, that's what we look at is if you're buying everything individually, that you're getting more than $36 worth, buying that auction. Ooh, auction some of them off. Oh, that's a great idea. Like do it now. Oh, Sylvia wants it right now. Well, I'd have to go downstairs into the shop and get them. But we could. How about Sylvia? What if I pull them out on Friday for the Black Friday blowout? Will that work? Some of them might have the month on label on it, and some of them won't. We like to think that every one of them is well worth it because the value is greater than than the cost. But I guess it's always a matter of opinion. If you love it, then the value is great. If you don't love it, then you might not feel like you got your money's worth. That is always a matter of opinion. So I'm going to gather these up because now I'm anxious to make something. So now we get to play and we'll make something with this box. Cheryl's got her box, so she can pull hers out and make something with us. Ooh, there is so much ephemera in this month. Almost surprising. All right, I'm going to bring DM back on the screen with me just to hang out and
Can you guys hear me?
There you go. Yep, I can hear you now. I was just going to say.
Guess what? I had it muted the whole time during the thing and didn't realize it.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see that it was muted, but I never heard you.
Yeah, no, it was muted on my little button that I have.
That's what I figured. And I thought, well, maybe she's talking to Mark or needs to take care of the dogs or something. So
Nope.
So that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to gather all this up. I don't want to take it too far though, because I'm going to use some of it. Definitely going to use some of it. I do have an idea already, of course, with the mulberry papers. Really want to do something with that poppy tissue paper. Not sure that will happen tonight, but I
Yeah,
will.
I'm not usually quiet, huh? Yeah, I said some good things during that and nobody heard them and I was like,
Yeah,
"What is going on?" And I just looked
nobody's.
down and I noticed the button was blinking on my new headset and I was
Yeah,
like, "Oh,
yeah. I'm like,
okay."
there's Beatles tickets, and not a peep from DM. That's when I thought, oh, maybe Mark came up and you're talking to him.
No.
Okay, let's see. Move that over. Deli paper. This stuff is fun too because it writes really nicely. This watercolor glassine. If you like to do Bible journaling, this is one of those that you can tape in your Bible or really any other book, and you can write on this and see through it and not be writing in your book. I know some people like to write on the outside columns and other people don't. Cat got her tongue. Yeah, hardly.
Yeah.
Fat chance, right?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, hopefully everybody else's box gets there tomorrow. We're definitely going to have to use some of this ephemera. There is a lot. There's a lot of ephemera in this one. I love
Did you
that.
see the post that Joanne did not get the uh peacock
You didn't get a peacock feather?
not feathered.
I mean, sorry, a peacock napkin?
Nope, she said she didn't.
Did not? Okay.
That's when I realized nobody was hearing
No,
me
was
because
hearing
I
me?
was
I did not see that. I did
Yes.
not see that. Thank you, Joanne. Okay, I'm going to write that down. Peacock napkin. Okay. I got one coming to you. This one right here. And yeah, and nobody got the Tree of Life charm. So just in case somebody saw that and wasn't listening, but saw it and thought, I didn't get that. Nobody got it. Nobody got it. It'll be coming next month. All right, so I'm going to move this to the side, but where I can still get to it to use some of that stuff. And I think, let's see, are we better if we have this view or this view? Woo, that's pretty close up and we can't see hardly what we're doing, huh? A little
I
bit.
might be able to get a little further.
Okay, do you guys like this view, which is view number 1? We're just working in a smaller area, but it's closer up. Or do you like this view, which is view number 2?
It's your eye exam, everyone.
Yeah, really. View number 2, a little farther away, but we can like make DM large so you can see what she's working on, things like that. So do you like view number 1 or view number 2? 2, 1. Somebody break the tie. Oh, duh, bonus. December box will rock. Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
2, 2, 2, 2, 2.
2, 2. Oh, there we go. 2, 2. Okay. Well, that way you can see a little bit more, but we can also go close up on either of us as we're working. Okay, so let me pick a few of these mulberry papers that I want to. I definitely want this pink and blue one. These are so cool. These are all upside down now, so I'm gonna pull them as I want some different types. I'm gonna make, I think, a single signature journal. That's what I'm gonna do. What are you making? It looks like you're making a small journal.
I'm making a tiny
Teeny
journal.
tiny.
It's gonna have 4 pieces in it, but they're all
Mm,
little
yeah,
notebooks with
we like teeny tiny journals.
yeah. And then I'll just put paper in it to write on because I'm just I made little folders.
Very cool. All right. So I'm going to go pink and blue, green, maybe a little bit of that. Got one of those. I love this. The big old hunk of leaf on it.
Margie, we call one of our cats Squints because he always squints at us.
Really?
Yes. Archer. Mark calls him Squints.
That's funny. Andy's working on a flippy floppy folder thingy. Margie's going full screen, so can't chat. That's okay, Margie. You can go back and not full screen whenever you want to. Ooh, I might use this blue or some of this blue, and I think I'll leave the orange out. Okay, so I've picked for myself a selection here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to add some coffee dyed paper because I want enough to be a signature. Oh, by the way, guys, Doug had his CT this morning.
Ooh,
and there's still a fissure. Oh, no, a fistula, not a fissure, a fistula, which just means the hole in his intestine is still there.
Yep.
Which we fully expected because it's been like 6 weeks now. And so if it hasn't closed by now on its own, it's not going to. So they did not remove the drain. So they went ahead and scheduled surgery.
Oh, good.
Yeah, scheduled surgery for December 11th. What's that, about 3 weeks from now, I think?
Yeah, that's the day Mark can go back to work.
Oh, really? That's funny. And that's the day Doug will be down for hopefully only a week.
Yeah.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I like about 10 pages in my signature. 8. Yeah, hopefully only about a week. So what they're going to do is go in. So the hole in the intestine is where the appendix was. The appendix is attached to the large intestine. And so when the appendix blew up, it left a big old hole in the large intestine. And it's right close to where the large intestine and the small intestine connect. So they're going to go in and resect a section of the large intestine and resect a section of the small intestine so that they get clean lines there, and then pull the two together and sew them together. So they'll just resect a small section out of each one. So that will heal much better and close up that hole at the same time, be rid of all that. And then the same surgery, they'll go fishing for all the parts and pieces of appendix that are floating around wherever.
Right.
So that's good. Get it all done in one surgery and a little sooner because it wasn't closing on its own. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I like that plan for that because it's also around the holidays and he'll have, holiday time to rest up too.
Yeah. I like that too.
I know Mark, they said he can go back on the 11th. However, he's like, I think, he feels he could have gone back today if he really wanted to. But he figures what he's going to do is he's actually going to take vacation until the end of the year because they have from December they have between Christmas and New Year's off.
Oh,
paid things. So he figures it's just going to be easier to
just take a couple more weeks of vacation and make it a nice long rest period.
Yep.
That's a good idea, actually.
So,
okay, I might make this the centerpiece because that's kind of cool. And then, let's see here.
Yes, that's true, Margie. For them, it will be great because the deductible won't restart.
Yes. Yeah, deductible copay max out of pocket since October 1. And it will restart January 1. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's, Sarah. Yeah. And after you told me about your husband, I just I'm so grateful that you told me because there's so much that we don't know about even the diverticulitis, because that's all new to us. But yeah, so much to worry about and be aware of and careful of. And oh my goodness. And Doug's never ever sick. So when there's things like that, it's usually me. I might need to put a couple in there. And then this one. And then, oh, I like that little piece right there. It's kind of a cool little. So let's make that the front page. This is the center, and that's some nice grungy stuff right there. We'll put the green one. And that one. Okay. Well, there I have 10 pages there that will make a signature. Not all the same length. Well, the only one that's longer than the others is this one. So maybe I'll just trim that one up a bit and make it the same. Margie, well, fine, I will squint. You don't have to squint, Margie. When you feel like chatting, you can chat.
Just jump in.
Yeah, but make it big screen. It's easier to see, especially when we're so small. That's why she wanted option number 1, because we're at least a little larger, a little easier to see. Okay, use that for something. Now I have a signature, so
no, don't roll away.
I think I'm going to make a boho style. Got boho on the brain. We've been making boho beads, and I finally finished the ones I started on Monday. I finished them last night late, and so I posted them in the group. And I think I will use this as the cover. I probably should cover it with collage gel or a collage medium. And I think I'm going to make that one as the center. I think we'll give it an inside. And let's see. Either some of that. It's really pretty. Oh, maybe this one. This one's even better. Oh, love this page. This is what you're using, isn't it? Minte Nightfall?
Yes, I am.
Minte Nightfall. Are you guys familiar with Nightfall? This is one of the most gorgeous Minte paper packs. All these jewel tones. Oh, Jen. Yeah, this is the one we were talking about the other night with the jewel tones. It's got the teal and all the jewel tones of the purples and the fuchsias and the darks and the lights. Just super pretty. Like this page here. This is really pretty. Okay. So if I cut that to be the inside of my cover right there, I feel like I want to sew it in, because that's sewn, but I don't want to sew over the top of that. All right. So what portion do I want? 2 roses. Do it right here. I can get that rose in and that rose in. All right, that would be really pretty, both of those. Okay, so let me mark that. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. So who's crafting along with us? Cheryl, are you pulling some stuff out of the box and going to make something with us? That is so pretty. I just have to have more of that. Ooh, I will use that on edge trim or something. No, nobody else got there. No flowers, no butterflies, no lace, and Nightfall. I know. It is really pretty, though. It's one of my very favorites. And there are no flowers, no butterflies, no lace. I'm looking for a pencil. There's one. Oh, of course, one that I broke the lead on. Another pencil. I didn't want to do it in pen, but I can. I'm just going to mark these 4 corners where I'm going to cut this to be,
there it is,
the end paper on the inside of this cover. Okay. It is beautiful. I love Nightfall too. It's so pretty. Boho is short for bohemian. Yes. Unexpected people at my door. Good thing I've been with you. Easier to be nice. Taking a page from Jen. Will comment on replay. Oh, Sylvia. She's so funny. Sylvia, you're supposed to tell him I didn't invite you. You're not coming in. Oh, my goodness. That's okay. She'll be back on the replay. It is beautiful. Jen's crafting along. Oh, Jen is working on a very special journal for someone. It's a commission journal. It's going to look so cool when you get it finished, Jen. Can't wait to see the flip through. Buttered flies. I do like that, Margie. I had never thought of that, honestly. All the jokes we have, and I've never thought of buttered flies. Oh, that. My cover may not be perfectly squared.
Oh, well.
I know. I'm thinking, because I'm looking at where my mark was, and I'm cutting this squared, and I'm looking at where my mark was, and not meeting the mark. I should have just turned it over and traced around the whole thing. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's all right. We'll make do. If it's bohemian, I can put anything around the edge and make it work, right?
Yep.
Because that's the style. Oh, this is so pretty. I won't even waste these scraps. I want to use these on something. These would make gorgeous paper beads.
Yes.
Yes, they would. All right. Now let's see if this will fit.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
my hands are not working very well today because I went out and worked out in my yard yesterday.
Oh, yeah, way too much.
Yes. I wanted to get to a certain point, and to get to that certain point, I ended up sitting on my butt finishing it up because I was that tired.
I don't blame you.
But I was like, I'm going to get to that point. I don't care.
Yeah. I'm going to end up putting some kind of something around. If I don't, let's see. If I cut down and make it smaller, then I could wrap this around the inside, because I really don't want them to just meet there at the edge, unless I'm going to put some kind of trim, like something like this, and wrap it around. I don't know. I guess I'll just glue them together. See what happens. Angie's working on a journal called The Black Widows. Oh, wow. Cool. I can't wait to see that, Angie. I agree, Sarah. I think these would make gorgeous paper beads. We'll have to do paper beads on Monday Jumpstart one day. And you guys, if you've never made them before, when you look for paper, it can be magazines. It can be any old paper. It doesn't even matter what's on it, because you can't see it when you make the bead. You don't see it. What you're looking for is the color that you want the beads to be, whether you want them to be all one color or colorful. So you're only going to see the color. You don't see the items on there. So keep that in mind when you're looking for paper beads. Scraps are perfect for paper beads. So so while we're doing this, let me tell you about Friday. There is an event in Facebook, and you should have all, if you're all in the Facebook group, you should have got an invitation from me to that event. If you are not in the Facebook group, please do join us there. we would love to have you in Happy Paper People on Facebook. And the event that I'm speaking of is this Friday, which is the day after Thanksgiving, when you're all going to need some alone time. After, the cooking and the cleaning and the family and the animals and the everything, we'll need some alone, decompressing, crafting time, right? So we have a tradition in Happy Paper People on Black Friday. We do a 12-hour Black Friday blowout. And it is a ton of fun. We play games. Yes, you can play games virtually. We do it. We have prizes. We have giveaways. We have hot buys. In fact, this is where hot buys originated. The very first time we did it, I said, I want to have some really good hot buys, because on Black Friday, if you go out to the stores, which we all hate to do, they have all these hot buys that you can get if you're there at the right time. And so wanted to have some hot buys. And so that's where hot buys originated. And if you haven't heard of where Kiltman came from, well, be there on Friday. We'll probably talk about that story, and you'll hear, because it came from a Black Friday sale, not sale, a Black Friday blowout event with the hot buys. So look for Alcohol Inc. in the video section on YouTube. Is it possible to do tutorials? Alcohol Inc. is trying to play with. Yes, there are. Sarah, we've done a bunch of things with Alcohol Inc. So you should be able to find them on the website. But also, we are getting to where we need to do Alcohol Inc. again. It's been a little while. We need to do some gel plating again. We need to do some Alcohol Inc. Lots of things we need to do coming up.
No.
No. You talking to the dog?
Yes, Billy Goat's trying to get in my lap again.
Aw, Billy, my favorite Billy. Anyway, on Black Friday, in the event, if you read everything that I put in there, one of the games that we will play is bingo. And in order to play bingo, you're going to need a bingo card. And this is super easy. All you have to do is go into that event. And I wrote a post and said, if you would like to play bingo, just leave a comment right here. And then Glennis is going to send you a bingo card. You can print it out and have a pencil or pen ready to go. Or if you don't have a printer, you don't even have to. You can look at it and you can draw it on a piece of paper. Super easy. All it is is squares with words in them. And we're going to put the words in them, so you don't even have to worry about any of that. And bingo is a fun one. Bingo will go all day long, or until, the bingo prizes are all gone. But that's a fun one. And people have to be there to participate in that one. There will be hot buys. Let's see, we're going 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Mountain Time. That is my time. So if you're in Pacific, it's 8 to 8. If you're in Central, it's 10 to 10. And if you're in Eastern, it's 11 to 11. We tried to get not too early and not too late for everyone around the country. And that's 12 hours. So we're going to have 12 hot buys, which a hot buy is something that is like the super deal. That's like what they try to get us in the store with. Come get this for 50% off, and then hope while we're there, we'll buy some other things. That's what that is. A hot buy is a super duper pooper scooper deal. Yeah. That's how we describe a hot buy. So there will be some really great hot buys. We have had in the past a lot of hot buys, things that I picked up, and we had them for $1, $2, or $3, which is really awesome. But they're not super big items, because obviously they couldn't cost me $10 and sell them for $3. But this year we're going to do it a little bit differently, and we're going to have some hot buys that are actually large ticket items that will be 50% or more off. So it might be an item that you have been wanting, but maybe because it's a big ticket item, the price is a little bit much. But if you can get it at 50 or 60% off, that might help out. So not all of them will be that way. There will still be some really inexpensive ones that you'll go, what? Just, wow, great prices. It's just a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun on that day. So hope y'all plan to attend and are able to, for at least, you might not be able to be there 12 hours, but some people will be there and have to go away, do something with family, and then come back. That's okay too, because we're going to be here.
I'm like, go to the theater.
Yep. Marianne's going to the theater that night. What are you seeing?
I am seeing Mean Girls.
Oh.
The movie Mean Girls? Well, they did it as a Broadway play.
Wow.
Or Broadway show, and I'm going to see that.
Cool.
It's also markets in my Black anniversary, so it's because we got married the day after Thanksgiving, so we always celebrate. Yeah, we have a Black anniversary and a date anniversary.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. I love that. That's cool. So yeah, she'll leave to go to the theater, and then she'll come back, catch us at the end, and a lot of people will be that. They'll be come and go as they can, as you can. We'd love to have you here all the time, some of the time, as much as you are able. And now, I will say though, the hot buys, in order to get the hot buy price, you do have to be there when the hot buy is offered. And we don't have exact times on those because that just happens when it happens, amongst all the other things that we're doing. So if you are there and you stick around for 4 hours, 5 hours, whatever it is, and you get all these hot buys and you stuck around, it's not fair for someone else to come by afterwards, watch the replay, and say, oh, I want that, that, and that, when they didn't come participate and hang out for 4, 5, 6 hours, right? And we recognize that. So if there are any left, somebody who watches the replay would be able to purchase them at the regular HPP price, which is lower than retail anyway, but not the hot buy price. The hot buy price, you have to be in attendance to get. So that's always a super fun day. Oh, I'm going to love this. This is going to be so much fun. Let's see what else. So we've got games. Bingo is the only one you have to think about ahead of time. If you want to play bingo, then you need to put a comment in there so that we can get you a bingo card. All the other games, you won't need to do anything ahead of time. Just be there. The hot buys. Oh, some brand new products might come out too that are not yet in the shop. And those who are there will get to see them and get first option at buying those at the HPP price. If there are any left, then they will go into the shop. And if there aren't, well, then they won't. Those who were at the Black Friday event got them. So happens. Sometimes that happens, we like to make it some privilege and, something special for those who take the time to come hang out with us and keep us company. Let's see. We will have all of admin on, almost all of admin at some time or other. They will come and go as well at different times throughout the day and night. Margie will be queen of chat. So she'll be overseeing chat. The admin's overseeing chat. But we'll have admin in and out, so you'll get to hang out with them. It's fun to play games when we have 2 or 3 of us, 4 of us here, at the same time. Some of the games are really fun. We play Pictionary. And you can tell who can draw and who can't draw. And then you get to look at the drawings and see if you can tell what we're trying to draw. So that is a fun one. Always is. We've done Pictionary before with Doug here, and we had the cameras on his desk and my desk both. And so you could see us both drawing at the same time. Oh boy. That's an event. Okay, so let's see here. What else do I need to tell them about that Black Friday event? 12 hot buys. My goodness. There are going to be a lot of hot buys. Oh, tutorials.
Yes.
We will have live tutorials throughout. We'll have live tutorials throughout. And Cheryl, a lot of people are on that crunch to get things done for Christmas, for gifts. So this will be a day where you just grab your things and sit down and put us on, and you craft along with us, and you get those projects done, those things that need to be done. So we want you to get them done, and we want to keep you company while you do. So we will have some tutorials throughout the day. And one of our focuses this year has been scraps. So we will definitely have something with scraps, because we want to get rid of as many scraps as we can by the end of the year, right? To make room for some new things coming in for the new year and not still be inundated with the same scraps. I'm going to try to round this out just a bit here using a little jar, little ball jar. Okay. Wish I lived in Utah. You would be sick of me in a week. Oh, no, 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 no way. I wish you lived here too, Margie. That would be so awesome. So look at that. That one's kind of bent perfectly right there to make a whole spine if I was going to do like 3 signatures. But I'm not, so we'll just bend it in the middle. All right. Okay. Get my paper all smashed down. Ooh, I might even put some corner metals on these.
Ooh, that would look pretty with that one.
Yeah, with the boho style.
Mm-hmm.
Some gold, bright gold. Cheryl, first Christmas market, December 8th to 10th. Whew. Crafting right along with you guys, but doing my stuff for my craft bazaar. Yes, on the 2nd. That's it, Cheryl. You make what you need to get done for the craft bazaar. Absolutely. And we totally understand that. We just want to keep you company while you're doing it, but you work on that. And if there's a tutorial you like, well, you can do it later. It'll be there. It'll be recorded, so you can go back and look at it again and do it later. We want you to be ready for your craft bazaar so you can sell lots of stuff and have it be a great success. Okay. Ooh, I think this is going to work just fine. All right, there's my cover. Hey, do you want to, I'm going to make you big. Just show them your cover, not the inside yet, because I know you're working on that, but show them your cover real quick. She's using Nightfall as well. That is so pretty. I love that. With the black behind it. That's a mini journal. That is so cute with the spine. Aw. Look at the little beads. Ooh, that's pretty. Emphasis on
I'm
the purple.
using the beads to bind it. Abby,
Oh, cute.
what's wrong?
Aw.
Poor Abby.
Aw. Okay, so here is my cover ready to go. This is just sewn on scraps. Another way to use scraps. In fact, we will do this on Monday Jumpstart next week. So gather your scraps and some plain paper. These I just put on craft paper. It can be on craft paper, on white paper, doesn't matter, because depending how you use it, I'm covering it with something else on the inside anyway. So gather your scraps from Monday Jumpstart, and this is what we'll do. So that makes a perfect journal cover, and it's all, I mean, totally ready to go. I can see putting some metal corners and putting a book plate right here. This just keeps jumping out to me like a pocket. It almost makes me want to cut a slit there and make it into a pocket, but I already glued the other thing down. Okay, so now I'm going to take my paper that's going to be my signature, and I think I'm going to have this pink and blue one be my center page. because that just matches really nicely. Okay. So let's fold that in half. And I like when they're not all the exact same size on the edge. They just kind of stick out here and there. Okay, and let's see, where's that cord? I should be able to use some of that cording, right, to bind it. Ooh, the teal would be pretty. The rainbow color might be pretty too, but there's a lot of warm colors that don't go with those cool colors. So I think this teal might be the best. Where does it start? Where does it start? I'm thinking maybe we should do a Monday Jumpstart where we do some different binding methods, even the pamphlet stitch. When we're brand new to making journals, you just don't even know the basic pamphlet stitch. And you can do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch or a 4-hole pamphlet stitch or a 5-hole pamphlet stitch.
Or a 2-hole pamphlet
or
stitch.
A 2-hole pamphlet stitch.
If you're doing a small enough journal.
Yeah. So maybe we'll do a Monday Jumpstart where we even look at doing a 2, 3, 4, and a 5-hole pamphlet stitch. So for me, it all depends on the size of the journal I'm doing or the look that I want. So I'm going to start first before I get
And I just want you to know what I just did, I've never done before. And I totally just thought it up while I was sitting here. So
yeah, you just get an idea and you just try it.
Yep.
I want to darken up these edges a bit. Yeah, that looks a lot better. I like that.
Three-hole is usually my favorite. However, I have done some design work on the middle here, and I do like doing it more pamphlet. Like if I want it to be a design, stitch that you're actually doing be a design, the more holes you have, the better. Right. So I have done up to like 10 and 11 pamphlet stitch to do
5-hole is typically my favorite too, Jen. And 5-hole is easy to do on something this size, 8.5 by 11, folded in half. You can do it on a small one. You're just going to have really tiny stitches, not much space in between them. But yeah, and like you said, it depends on whether you want to put, beads or buttons or different things in them.
Yep.
Yeah, let's grunge up that spine just a little bit. Oh, perfect. That just made that all dirty. I love that. I'm best when I just do this talking to you and don't even pay attention to it, because then it just gets all dirty like it should be. If you try to make it just dirty in the right places, it never works out right. I still don't know where this starts and ends. There, nope, that's not. I'm going to unwrap the whole thing and not have a starting. Come on, something's got to pull out here that's the starting point. Is that it right there? Let's see here. Maybe not. Guess not. Well, I'm going to end up undoing the whole thing, so then I'll end up having to wrap it around something else. It's not telling me where the start and end is. Oh, that feels like that should be the start, and it's not. Oh, good grief. How do you... Oh, look, there's an end. I was going to say, how do you guys find the start and end of those things? Do you have a tip or a trick? Okay, so to punch...
I usually cut one end and then one little loop and then unwind it until I find
from there till you get some kind of end.
Yep.
All right. So let's see. I think about what I want to do here. I think first of all, I want to punch a hole for an eyelet up here. Margie 3, because your stuff is small. Makes sense. Font binding books traditionally prefer kettle stitch or French binding. The one who said, I will not make any more journals, made a journal and expanded her fall November journals into one big full journal. Wow. Yes, we embrace the we. I would have just cut a new end. Margie, yeah, just like DM. I see that. I would just normally just do that, but I'm like, no, don't do that, and end up with bits and pieces. Okay, so here's a pretty fuchsia eyelet. Oh, it's shaped like a heart. That's what that is. It is shaped like a heart. That's pretty boho, isn't it? A heart would be good. That's the only normal size one. These are all little tiny ones. That turquoise one would be pretty too. So I go with a turquoise wee eyelet or a fuchsia bright pink heart eyelet. That is the choice. There's the choice. Tiny turquoise or teal one or the heart eyelet up here for a special dangle. Is there anyone else having problems with sound stopping? Google's been having echo problems. That is true. Sarah, you might want to refresh. Are you on your phone or a tablet? If you are, just hit the live button that is right over here, probably right by my name. Hopefully I'm not covering it. Sylvia says the teal one. Margie says the heart one. Uh-oh, somebody break the tie. Kind of like them both. How can I use both of them? I can use both of them some way or other. Okay, so the heart would be there. What if I put the heart somewhere on the front? The teal, it's kind of a small spine. Ooh, either of them would be really pretty there. It's your role. I'm asking for your opinion. That's funny. Well, it determines whether I make a small hole or a large hole. For which of those, there are no rules. Yeah. Yeah, Sarah, try refreshing, because sometimes you just have to reset the computer's brain when it kind of gets hung up on stuff. I'm thinking I could even put the heart eyelet. Oh, you know what? I could put the heart eyelet right here for a closure. That's what I'm going to do, because I'd want the larger one for the closure. There. Got it. If everyone answered that I didn't hear, it's a little cutting out. Yeah, try that, Sarah, and see if it helps. Okay, so we need a small one right here. Sure this is flat, so we actually get it on the spine. I can see where the spine is because I inked it. And see how far in I am. There we go. All right, so let's put the teal one right here. That teal is so pretty with this. I know we love vintage, and I make a lot of vintage things, but man, we've been doing some of these boho things, and I love the color that comes with boho. There we go. Perfect. Here we go. Perfect. All right. And then I'm going to use that one over here for a closure. One on each side. So I will need two. I'll decide on the exact closure when I get the signature in. Okay. Now, let's get the signature in, and then we'll get that dangle. Did you mute again, DM?
No, why?
Okay.
Am I muted?
Oh, no.
No, I'm concentrating.
It was just so quiet. I didn't hear anything, not even an animal peep. So
They're
that's
being
why I
quiet.
wondered. They are. They're being good. Did you threaten them?
Yep.
Okay.
No snacks for them tonight.
Really. I think before I put the signature in, I'm not sure if I want to use a bulb pin or a jump ring, but I'm going to put a bulb pin in here. Okay. Now let's get this signature in.
Yes, when I have to concentrate on something, I get quiet, and this is something brand new that I'm doing, therefore, I had to think about what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I got a little quiet. I'm sorry if that shocked everybody.
Really. I get that. And sometimes that's why I have a hard time crafting while we're doing a live, because if I'm wanting to create something new or that I might not have done before, or think of some, variation on it, I have to focus. And
yep.
Yeah, so I get it. All right. What I didn't bring over is any clips to hold this thing. So let me see if I have any clips handy. Where did they all go? They used to all be right here across the top of my camera
And I
mount.
just figured out I totally missed one of my things.
Oh.
Ugh. That's okay. I can fix it because I'm good like that.
Because that's what we do.
Yep. Even though I made it all fancy and you would think I would want to tear it all out, but I'm not going to.
Nope.
I can fix it.
Let's see. I'm looking for a couple clips. And get this at the same time. No clips there. Well, I might be down to just using paper clips. The things that I know I'm keeping, like my little clips I use to hold the book close or book pages so I can bind them, or things like that, I've been sticking them back into drawers out of the way. So
right.
So they're not in the way as I'm trying to pull things for the DMV sales. All right. And then I need them for creating something
else. You got to
go get them. I can't find them. Yeah. Or I put them way back in there and I buried them. Okay, so let's just get some paper clips that can at least hold this. And paper clips with bows on them. That's what we need.
With Santa and a bow, and then it's boho.
Ah!
Bo-ho-ho.
Yeah. Santa's such a hoe, huh?
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, that's what he says. He says
That's true.
ho-ho.
That is true. Okay.
Me?
Has anybody started watching Christmas movies?
No.
Boy, that was quick. Hi, Hobbs.
You were watching them back when I was there for retreat.
Boy, I don't know what's wrong this year. They started putting, well, they have Christmas movies on all year long. They don't usually do that. Yeah, I don't mind a Christmas movie most anytime. I handled a few back then, but now I'm good with the whole bunch of them. I know it's not even Thanksgiving yet, but Thanksgiving to me is like starting the whole Christmas holiday. I like to have the decorations up by Thanksgiving if we're having family over, friends. We always did. When we lived in Arizona, we didn't have any family there other than my son. And so our house was always the house for people who didn't have their family living close by to get together with.
Yep.
It was the, just bring, my son brought his friends, and if nobody had, the family didn't live here and they couldn't go home, come to our house. So we always had 20 or 30 people, and it was always a blast. And yeah, we've got family here now in Utah, but sometimes on Thanksgiving or Christmas, we skip out of the family thing, and well, we go for a little bit, but we'll skip out and go to one of the shelters and serve. We really, really enjoy that. Okay, so let me look for, where's my center? Can't see with the glare. I don't need to be eating 10 pounds of any food anyway, so so if we go serve somebody else food, let them eat a whole bunch, not me. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, that would be the dead center. So we need. Oh, you know what? Let's see. Am I going to do 5? I think I will do 5. 5 whole pamphlet stitch. It's big enough for that. And I like 5. And I don't really worry too much about, are they in the exact place? So where's something I can stab it with? An awl or a sharp, yeah, one of these.
An all or nothing?
An awl or nothing. An awl or a sharp tweezer. Sharp tweezers always work to stab holes. There we go. But that's the one I bent. So maybe I can just put one. Then it's not going to go down straight. Oh my goodness. I have destroyed more tweezers by bending the tip.
I tend to do that, unfortunately, too. Now I hang mine up so I don't hit the tips when I put them away.
Oh, no, mine is usually because I stick the tip underneath something trying to get it up like a staple that's in a really hard place that you clearly shouldn't use a.
Yes.
Yeah, I keep wanting to say plier, a tweezer for. Right. But it's the thing that's right there because it's hanging right there by my face, and I grab it and I destroy it. And let's see, I know I did make a hole with that one, but I'd probably be better off using an awl, and I think should have one right over here in this can of awls and brushes and things. Oh, look, there's another sharp tweezer. Maybe that one doesn't have a bent end. Another pointy tweezer.
That's
Margie, if I
funny.
watched any movies, it would be
Sylvia.
Christmas, but I don't. No to the Christmas movies. No, no, no. Wow. Margie, you can watch movies on YouTube. There
Yep.
are actually a lot of movies on YouTube. Sylvia, I like Muppets Christmas Carol. That's
I
about
do
it.
like that
Christmas
one.
movies are like country songs. My dog, right? Yeah. Yeah. They are. They are the same movie over and over. Just different people, different setting, and a couple different twists.
Mhm.
That's it. But, it's okay. Sometimes they do enough twist on it that it's actually fun to watch. Different enough. Sometimes no. It's okay. Now there are so many movies out that are like Groundhog Day.
Mhm.
We won't watch those.
Yeah.
Neither of us. We both just go, nope. No to
Or the
Groundhog Day.
switch ones where the husband and wife switch or the kid and the
Oh, yes.
parents switch.
Yep. By magic.
Yeah.
Yep. I like the ones, okay, there used to only be like sliding door, and now they're doing a lot of movies like this, but like where you see what happens if this or what happens if that. Like sliding door, she goes out the
Mhm.
door to work
Mhm.
and she gets on the train to go, or she misses the train by 10 seconds.
Right.
And so that you see the movie throughout, you see both ways.
Yep. Science fiction, actually. That's science fiction.
Oh, yeah, I guess it is, huh?
Yeah.
I like those. I used to really like sliding door, and now they're doing a lot more like that. That
Yeah.
used to really be the only one that was out there. But I think that's fun to see how your entire life, your the movie person, how their entire life is
Would have
altered or
changed.
could be
Yep.
altered.
Yep. The butterfly effect.
Yeah. Yep.
It's called.
Exactly. Yep. Based on. Yeah. All right.
Oops, I don't want that
I did
one.
not prepare with an awl, so I'm making holes with a pointy tweezer. It's only one signature, so it's pretty easy to do. And as long as these pages stay in place, maybe, kind of, sort of. And let's see, I need two more. One about right there. Time Traveler's Wife is good. Oh, haven't seen it.
Yes. Time Traveler's Wife, and also, it's a really old one with, oh, Somewhere in Time. Have you
Oh,
ever watched
yeah.
that one? I
With
love that movie.
Christopher Reeve.
Yes. So my
Mm-hmm.
dad and that was like our movie whenever it came on
Really?
HBO or whatever, because
Uh-huh.
I
That's
could
a good
watch it
movie.
and it wasn't science fiction-y, but it was
Uh-huh.
science fiction because that was his favorite genre. So
Huh.
we loved
That's
it
cool.
together. We
Yeah.
watched it.
That is cool. That is a good one. I do like that one. It's
Yep.
science fiction-y and a love story.
Yep, exactly. And I love the song from it. And I
Oh,
just think
yeah.
that's so cool. Like that's what I would want to do if I could do
Yep,
something, it would be time
absolutely.
travel.
So, yep, so I immediately went out and got the piano music for the song.
Of course.
Had to play it because, yeah, it's a great song. Okay, so pointy tweezers do work for making holes. Also, pointy scissors would work, or an awl. If I dug around my desk, I'm sure I would find an awl. It's probably sitting right in front of me. But, pointy tweezers are more fun. 3-foot tall trees. Let's see. We only have one 10-year-old grand girl. She's over at just cash for everyone. Oh, boy. Yeah. 3 all decorated trees that I will disperse throughout the house and call it good. 3-foot tall trees already decorated. Oh, I like that idea. You pull them out and they're already decorated. I do like the idea of you pull it out and the lights are already on it.
Yes, I like
You
that too.
know?
If we had one, that's what I would have.
Yeah, that would be.
So I grew up with always having fresh trees at one grandparent's house because
Uh-huh.
They were part owner of the family Christmas tree farm. And
I grew
then
up with fresh trees.
and then down in Massachusetts, which was the city grandparents, or how to explain it, my mom's parents, there was always a fake tree, and I just remember
Oh.
thinking how fake it looked, and the little things would pop off all the time, and it was always fun to try to figure out where the ends needed to go.
Right.
But it was still fun because that was, like, the Christmas tree always at their house, like,
Oh,
it
right.
was the one that they had from the time I was probably born,
Wow.
and so that was fun.
That's funny.
But it was disintegrated by the time,
Yeah.
they
These tweezers
both
are good,
passed
aren't
and
they, Sylvia?
they needed to go.
There was nothing left.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kinda funny. Putting a tiny bit of glue because I don't have a needle right here. So, Margie, I can't find my bookbinding kit. Yeah, we used to always get a real tree too. I remember in Alaska going and cutting down our real tree when I was newly married. You go out in the forest and you're like, wow, that one looks so small. Do you think it's big enough?
And then you get it home and it's huge.
And we cut down this tree and I thought, that's wow, okay, it's not very big, but it'll do. We bring it home and it had a foot at a time. We ended up cutting like 4 feet off of it to just be able to get it in the house. Circle light below changing colors. That's cool.
I have always said that I was gonna get a black tree and or an orange tree and have it for both Halloween and Christmas.
Oh,
Just leave it up
cool.
from Halloween to Christmas,
Yeah.
so but I still haven't gotten it. We're just the animals, and we really have nobody to show it to, so it would be, just putting it up for our
And it's hard with
benefit.
the animals because
Yeah.
they want to go look at it.
Yep.
Climb on it. I have a whole bunch of those little tiny trees. They're like, what, 2 feet tall or something?
Yeah.
And I like Sylvia, I would set those all around the house because I like Christmas. I like the decorations and I like to walk in every room we walk into to see something. And I had one that I would leave on the entry table in the entry hallway, and I would decorate it every month with that month's whatever. And so I had a bin, and inside it was a little tiny container for every month of the year. And I had lights for Valentine's and lights for St. Patrick's.
That's cute.
And lights for 4th of July and every, Halloween. And you get these cute. And so all the decorations were little mini teeny things because they were just small trees. And it was so much fun. Yes, and it's not really Christmassy because they're there all year long.
Right.
Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Let's see, where do I want it to end? I'm going to go here. Let's see. I'm going to start in the center. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Oh my goodness, I just lost my brain. I just lost my brain on my pamphlet stitch. My 5-hole. I do the same thing every time. And all of a sudden, I just lost my brain. I'm just going to do it. It'll work out. If it doesn't, I'll make it work out. And I was thinking maybe I could stick these tweezers through and grab hold of this cord that's actually quite thick and pull it through. But maybe I can. I just can't stick it through that far. I did put a tiny bit of glue on the end just to try to keep it together. The end of the cord.
I know there's blue in this, but I'm putting it all back into the purple. There we go.
Yeah, I do that once I've mixed the beads.
I do have one that's a mixed bead one,
yeah,
but it's full. So
these are mostly blue or mostly purple, so they're going
mostly
in one or the
purple.
other.
Yeah, so they're going to go in here. Because I actually don't have very many purple beads, so the blues are close enough to purple that if I do it, I can.
Okay, I'm gonna try it this way. Maybe I can just poke it through. Oh, this is ridiculous. I know you guys are cringing, but yeah, I don't know where my bookbinding kit is at the moment. I know it's in one of the drawers, probably shoved to the back, but so instead of trying to pull it through, I'm just gonna push it through with these fine tweezers. Ooh, this is going to be perfect, pretty. This teal, it's just right. Okay.
Okay.
So let's see. Let's get a good length there. Okay.
Sorry if that made you guys dizzy. I was trying to make it so you could see it.
I wasn't watching, so it didn't make me dizzy because I didn't even see it. You don't have to have all the fancy tools. There's always a way to do it without.
Exactly.
Just take a tweezer and stick it through that hole. Go to the other side, get hold of it, and pull it out. And I don't care if it ends up fraying that end really badly because I just cut it off.
That's what I was looking for.
Right? Okay. There we go. I'm going to keep sticking it through at that end so I don't fray up the whole thing. I'll only fray up that end and then just cut it off. No big deal. It's actually working quite well. Now, let's see how it works when you're putting back through a hole that already has cord in it.
I should have just cut it with my own scissors.
Oh, it didn't go all the way through.
You guys are falling because you're stretching out Mommy's shirt so much.
To anybody who doesn't know, that sounds really funny.
Yes, and if anybody doesn't know, my 2 girl chihuahuas need to sleep or need to get in my shirt. So I always have to wear a tank top underneath it because they're stretching it. Like the neck is down to my belly button right now. So if you were to see it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Margie, love Christmas, but so done with decorations. Bring it up, put it out, take it down. I'm with you. I am so with you over that. You know what? If I could afford right now to hire somebody to come decorate all out, I've got a whole loft in the garage full of bins of Christmas things. And they're organized by number, and I have a little book that tells me what's in what numbered bin. Because there's so much. But yes, I am so over. And okay, I might even be willing to take the full day or week that it takes to get it all out and decorate the whole house. But once it's over, I'm done and ready to move on to the next thing. And it takes a week to get it all down and put it away, doesn't it? And that, no, I'm not liking that. That's the part I'm really over, is the getting it down, taking it down, packing it back up, putting it away. Oh, it just
I have rich friends that have people come and do it for them.
Yeah. Well, maybe one day I can afford to do that.
Yeah.
Because that's something I would definitely do. Did it for Mom every year. When she died, flavor gone. Have her World War II glass ornaments. Wow, wooden handmade ornaments. Honed by my dad. Kindergarten attempts at creativity by DHS. Mary just gave away your type A secret.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, so there's a couple of you going, what? If she's so type A like that and that's all organized like that, why does her studio look like it does? That's why my studio is driving me crazy. Because honestly, you know how you put things away and then you get all organized and then you forget where you put things? Mm-hmm. My best way to keep track of where things are when you reorganize in your studio, your craft room, art room, whatever you choose to call it, is a notebook. And you can either have a page like this dresser, this bookshelf, this, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. And when you put things away, you just list them on that page under that thing. And then you know exactly what is in that, in every drawer or whatever. And you can just go through your notebook to find it. Where did I put that? And you go through there. Or you can just list the items, your supplies, alphabetically. I'll write them all down as I'm putting them away, and then I'll go back and alphabetize them later so I can find them fast, because it drives me crazy to look forever for them. But yeah, put things away. You get all organized and put things in a new spot, and it's been in that spot for the last 4 years, and now all of a sudden you don't know where it is because you got all organized. That drives me crazy. So yeah, yep. Just write them on a notebook, and I typically write not by the place, like not this dresser, not this bookcase or that desk or whatever. I will write them by the item. So if I'm looking for glassine envelopes, here's where they are. If I'm looking for coffee dyed paper, here's where it is. So I can just, whatever it is I'm looking for, I can find that item on the list and it tells me where they are. But
so yes, I would end up with notebooks too, but what I've done downstairs in our junk drawers, because we have, everything in them, like our chargers and our,
right.
Old keys or, things you need for your earphones is one drawer. And then on the top, I actually have a chart. And it says drawer 1. And then I made it a little chart of what's in each thing. It's an old medical one that before they had the lock ones.
Right.
And no matter what, DH still asks,
where is it?
Where is it?
And doesn't look at the chart.
And even on the drawer, it says pretty much what's in the drawer.
Right. Right.
Pull the labels. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a DH trait.
Yeah. So
it works in the refrigerator too. Same thing.
Yep.
Oh, Margie, so sorry you're cutting out. It's probably our fault. Hate to see you go. But if you must, we love you. We'll see you in the group. Yeah, and so I typically write those in pencil, because then if I decide this just isn't working for me here, I need to move it somewhere else, I can just erase it and write where I moved it to. And so that notebook always stays current. Jen, that's how I handle that.
I do put stickers on everything so that I can see where it says things are.
Yeah,
so I can see it that way. And I also tend to keep all of the specific things and things together.
Yes.
So all of my fabric is in one spot. All of 98% of my paper is in one spot. On one wall. Books are in one area, sort of. There are other books around the house, but we won't talk about those.
Yeah.
And but that's how I organize too. So if I find something, I just go and put it in a bin in that area, and then I put those things away. But then those bins get overrun, and there's 2 or 3 bins sitting there with things in it that needs to be put away, and
yeah,
that's what happens.
Yeah, it happens. It's difficult to keep it all you know, so nice and
Mhm.
perfect.
Yeah, nothing in my life has ever been perfect, therefore, I don't even like the word perfect. It
Yeah,
just doesn't
I don't either.
it's never
Perfectly
been.
imperfect
Yeah,
because
I've
there is,
never
yeah. And
it's
if you
not
think
that
it's perfect, it's going to get messed up in a minute anyway. So
exactly.
as soon as you think it's perfect, it's going to get messed up. So don't even. I'm just trying to tighten some of this up a bit. I didn't pull it really tight as I was doing it. So
That one got mixed up.
there we go. And I'm going to tie it in the center.
Those grapes
We'll
aren't
cut
obvious. These are the obvious ones.
this off. And I want this. So I did a 5-hole pamphlet stitch. I didn't really talk it through. So if anybody hasn't done it, I'll show it. I'll show you what it looks like. But we'll do a Monday jump start where we look at different binding methods, and maybe have several different people show you several different binding methods. Okay. So a lot of you do the 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and the 2-hole is easy. This is a 5-hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's the 5. You end up with 4 threads there. Okay. Oh, cool. It's kind of coming out over the outside. Gonna have to have that's a little long. I do like to leave these long until I decide what to do with them, because I'll typically put a charm or something from them. But I think I'm gonna do, I feel like I might have even wanted to put little eyelets on here, but on these holes, because the holes are a little bit ragged. But you know what? That's probably more boho style. So I only notice they're ragged because I can see the white on the inside of the paper. So I'm just going to ink them up.
That's what I did with these, because you could see the white and it's
Yeah,
everything's so
now I
dark.
ink them up and you can't see it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So perfect. And where's my center? There's my center. Okay, so that's good. I'm happy with that. All right, so I'm
Bye,
going to
Glynis.
Bye,
Have fun.
Glynis. Yeah, have fun. All right, so I took a feather from one of the chickadees and pushed some beads onto it. I put some gold lunar paste on the end, and that's completely dry. It dries super fast, but I gave it a little bit of extra time. And let's see.
That's why we were late. She was putting the Luna paste on the feather.
Yeah, I had lunar paste on my finger.
Yeah, she had
to be done. I wanted it to be done ahead of time so I could make sure it was absolutely dry, and I wouldn't be scraping lunar paste off as I was trying to use that. So now need some wire. I'm gonna do yeah fuchsia wire over the gold. That's what I'm gonna do. Where's the end? There's the end. Oh, there's 2 ends. Good grief, I only need 1 end. Uh-oh.
SpaghettiOs.
Yeah. Well, I hate when both ends come out. Like, we don't want that end out. It should be underneath everything, and it's not. SpaghettiOs. I like SpaghettiOs.
Ew. Sorry. That's the Italian in me.
I would never take SpaghettiOs over a real Italian food. Absolutely not. It's okay. It's one of those things. As a kid, we never, ever got like a can of SpaghettiOs.
Oh.
There was 6
We
of
never
us.
did either.
There was, yeah, we just got Italian mom and grandma
Mm-hmm.
to cook. But yeah, there was 6 of us. And that meant there would be at least 6 cans of SpaghettiOs. That would be,
right.
yeah, way too expensive to have things like that. So we never had treats like that, out of a can.
Yeah, that would be considered a treat. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so I don't think I even had a can of SpaghettiOs until I was an adult, young adult.
Yeah.
Young adult. I'm like, oh, and I love Italian food, and I make some really killer Italian sauce.
Yeah.
From garden tomatoes and, from scratch. And yeah, I would never turn that down, but just something about that can of SpaghettiOs, that one now and then, which I don't ever eat. But, because I could never have it as a kid.
Right.
That's why.
So Mark laughs at me. He says that I'm bougie when it comes to my food because
Yeah.
I don't like any food that you would have had when you ate at the cafeteria at school.
Oh, right.
So I don't like
I
I
get
don't
it.
like boxed macaroni and cheese. I like
Oh,
real, homemade macaroni and
well,
cheese.
not to mention that boxed macaroni and cheese does not taste good
No, I know. And
after you've made
sloppy
real.
joes. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh
sloppy joes.
boy.
Mark loves sloppy joes and I can't stand them. They're
But like
just
the sloppy Joe out of a can.
yes.
Oh, if you were going to make them, they would have to be made from scratch. And so it's,
Yeah.
homemade, real. Call
Yeah.
them sloppy Joes if you want, but it's not going to taste like
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if he says always if he says something, I'm like, nope, cafeteria food.
That's funny. But I get that. Yeah, I get that. I never was a huge fan of, well, see, we never had boxed macaroni and cheese either because with 6 kids,
Right.
yeah, we
Right.
would have had to have, 5 boxes of macaroni and cheese. So
We never did either. Yeah,
we
and it's
never
so
had
much
real
cheaper
macaroni and cheese either.
Oh, really? Yeah.
No,
My
yeah.
mom made real macaroni and cheese, and
Oh,
she
I can
always put
imagine.
Ritz crackers with butter on top
Oh,
and
wow.
made it all crunchy, and it's
Ooh,
so
that
yummy.
sounds good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, as an adult, I'm like, yeah, my child liked the little blue box of macaroni and cheese.
Yes.
So I would give it to him now and then because he liked it. But this is also the child that I could not get to eat a McDonald's hamburger until he was like 12 years old
Oh my
because,
goodness.
yeah, he was so used to steak and potatoes
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
stuff that, a crappy hamburger.
Right.
And I'm like, look, there's times we just got to drive through and you have to have a hamburger because that's all the time I have.
Right.
I'm not eating one, but you have to. But we went to a seafood bar and he was an only child and
Right.
we took him out a lot as a youngster, and I took him to I was a single parent for 10 years from the time he was 5 to 14, and took him to a lot of theater and productions. I wanted to expose him to a lot of things. Took him to a lot of different restaurants and taught him how to behave, and how to order and all the things. And I'll never forget the time. He was always such a little gentleman too, and he still is. He's just such a good kid.
Yeah. He's a good
Kid. He's 35, but he was always such a gentleman because I was not going to raise a selfish, brat.
Yeah.
But I'll never forget the time I took him to this seafood restaurant. It's in Arizona, in Phoenix. I can still picture where we were sitting, and the waitress came over to take our order, and she asked him a question, like thinking it's a fine seafood restaurant and he's not gonna know what he wants, and so she suggested a couple things or something, and he looked up at her. He'd been reading the menu, and he was like, oh, he must have been like 7 years old, and he'd been reading the menu, and he looked up at her and he said, do you happen to have any swordfish? So because her mouth just dropped and she's like, it's not what she expected.
Right.
The 7-year-old, and he had swordfish several times and he loved it.
Yes.
He loved it. And she's like, no, I'm sorry, we don't have any swordfish. And he's like, oh, that's okay. And so he's like, okay, I just need to look for just a minute. And so then I suggested something else I knew he'd like, and he's, oh yeah, that sounds good too. So it's just so funny. Swordfish. I didn't even taste swordfish until I was an adult.
Yeah.
Didn't get any
Swordfish
of
is
that kind of
really
stuff.
yummy.
Yeah. I
I
think how
know
my
one of
favorite fish is if it's cooked right.
Mhm.
Well, not well done, but if it's well cooked. Cooked
Yeah.
well, cooked right. I don't know the right word for that.
My family always used to talk about, I was about a year old. I had just started eating. My dad had just come back, from tour of duty,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
um, and he hadn't seen me yet, so
Mm.
they got lobsters
Aw.
to surprise him and
Yeah.
welcome him back, and they didn't get one for me, and they were like, "Oh, she's only a year old, she's not gonna eat it,"
Are you kidding? Yeah.
and yeah, they did the wrong thing that time because I totally ate it,
You ate
and
everybody else's.
everybody else's, and from that point on, except for now, I'm allergic to them, unfortunately, but,
To swordfish? I mean, to
no,
no,
to
a
lobster.
lobster? Oh,
Yes.
I don't think I knew that. Oh, I'm so
Well,
sorry.
it's one of those things that I can eat it, but I have to not
Take an
eat it like I
EpiPen?
used to,
Oh,
because
shoot.
what happened was that I was a test subject for a protein-based, lupus drug,
Oh, right.
and whatever that protein
Uh-huh.
was made me allergic to shellfish and anything with a
Oh.
shell. So I can eat them, it's just
Oh,
I either need
so
to know that I'm
sorry.
gonna eat them ahead of
Uh-huh.
time, so I can take a pill or something,
Right.
um, or just not eat them at all.
Well,
So it's
that's
what
miserable. Is
yeah,
it only
especially because I grew
shellfish or just lobster? What about crab
it's
and shrimp?
well, yeah,
Mm,
shrimp bothers
any
me. I haven't had
Uh-huh.
crab in a long time.
Right.
I can't eat which is actually whitefish, the fake crab meat, but
Yes.
they
It's not crab,
pump it
right, whitefish.
they pump it full of crab flavoring, like
Yes.
the water from the crab, so that
Yes.
I can't have that. That's
Would
probably
bother
the
you.
one that gives me the worst is
Oh,
that
yeah, I would
and crab.
imagine, 'cause it's not
So,
even the real yeah.
yeah, so,
Mm.
yeah, and it's really sad because,
Yeah.
go when your brother his job is tasting lobster, and when you go to Maine,
Oh,
you can get lobster for nothing
whoa.
practically.
Oh my goodness. That's
It's just,
yeah,
it's sad that I really
that's
can't have it, so
amazing.
I'll just eat tons of Benadryl beforehand,
Yeah.
and then
I wanna
and
go
then
to Maine with you and yeah, I wanna sit at the table and just dump the pot out,
oh, yeah. So,
all of it.
growing
Love it.
up, every summer, this group of 4 to 5 families used to get together, and we'd have a lobster feed. And,
Mm.
uh, the guys would drive down, they'd pick up the lobsters fresh, we would
Mhm.
pull, stoves outside of this one person's house and
Oh,
start them all the water cooking and getting everything ready, and then set up tents, and then, like,
wow.
there was no limit of how
Right.
many lobsters you could eat because they
Th
got so
there was
many.
plenty, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
and most
That is so
people
cool.
yeah, most people don't eat from the bodies, so we would end up taking trash bags of bodies home and picking them, and we'd have lobster all winter. But my brother never liked it, so that's why he actually tests lobster now because he doesn't like it. So he can tell if something's good or bad when it comes off the bone.
Huh. W Most people don't eat from the body? Isn't that the part you eat?
Most people think of the tail and the pinchers, the claws, but
Okay.
so the tail is the
Oh,
big long
above the
thing.
tail. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was
So
picturing that. Okay, so above the
s
tail, the body.
above the tail. So
Ah,
they have all of those little legs that come out the side of a lobster,
yep. Mhm.
and up here in the knuckle of each one is a
Is a
huge
chunk of
fat chunk of
yeah.
meat, and
Oh,
most people don't realize that they're there.
right.
And so you end up with, a chunk that's at
Oh,
least
nice.
depending on the size of the lobster, too.
Wow.
And never go and get a lobster bigger than, 2.5 pounds. Oh, they're just awful if you get them bigger than that.
So the bigger ones are older. Does that mean they're tough and sometimes
Yep,
stronger,
yep.
like many other things?
Yes, older ones are usually, the meat is
Uh-huh.
either gritty, because
Mm,
it's the way it does, or it's
right.
all stringy. So it's
Oh, yeah.
whatever it's decomposed down to. So one
Mm,
time we were at Mark and I we worked together and that's how we met. But
uh-huh,
every year we went to a convention that we worked at a convention, and
uh-huh,
our accounting area, which we all were part of, would go out to dinner as a group. Well, the first time I went, the boss, said we can get whatever we want. She ordered 3 huge lobsters. They must have been 10-pound lobsters,
oh,
and put them down the table for everybody to try.
oh,
And everybody's like, Don Marie, why
ew.
aren't you eating? And everybody's like, yum, yum, yum. And I'm like, no, I'm not eating that big lobster. And they were like, why?
Yeah.
It's good. And I was like, no, it's not.
No, it's not. You don't
But
know
they
the
had never
lobster.
had the real,
Right, the real deal.
the real
Yeah,
deal
yeah.
size
I mean,
wise. So,
it makes sense,
mhm.
you know.
So
I
sorry
would,
we
yeah.
bored you all about lobster.
I'd rather have 3 or 4
Little ones
young
than I'd have
young
big. Yeah,
lobsters. Yeah, yeah.
that's
Just
exactly. Yep.
all you can eat lobster buffet. Oh my goodness, I would be in heaven.
Yep.
It's just too expensive to eat as much as you'd really
Now,
like.
yes,
Yeah,
yes. Now, back in the day when I was, from
right.
8 years old until 12 years old,
Right.
it
In the
wasn't
middle
that
of it.
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
now it is. Let's see. I made a hole in there. Now, can I get this through? This is bigger than the hole, but maybe. I don't want to split it. Sylvia cannot eat lobster with him. He eats it all. Crab, same thing. Not the lungs, but yeah, everything.
Yeah, the lungs actually are disgusting, but, yeah, everything else I'll eat too out of a lobster. Depends.
Yeah.
Well, you always pull the poop trail. You don't eat that,
Oh,
but,
yes, yes, yes. No,
yeah.
no, 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 no. Shrimp, lobster, any of those. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm not too big on crab. I don't know, I never grew
I
up
like
eating
crab.
it, and
It's a pain to get into, but I like it.
yeah, yeah, um,
My
but
mom's allergic to shrimp and only shrimp. Like it will make her throat close up
yep,
and, go to the hospital.
yep.
But only shrimp. It's really weird. She loves crab. Okay, that is not going to work because I think maybe it's going to work. Maybe trying to put a jump ring through here, but to get a large enough jump ring, I'm afraid it's just going to tear up this poor little. Oh, I left my
What if
pliers out there, right? Um,
just wrap the wire
I'm
around
gonna,
the
yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I just want to close up this jump ring now. I left my pliers out by the TV where I was working on my boho beads. So again, my fine little tweezers to the rescue.
mhm.
Squeezing that. Okay, and then I am going to let's see.
Guys, stop.
I don't know that this. If I push this down and then I wire around above it, I'm still concerned that the jump ring will pull out of the quill. I can wire the whole quill, but that.
Can you wire the whole jump ring?
I was,
Wire around the
I
jump
was
ring.
thinking if I hold it straight like that and wire all the way around it,
Yeah.
because I was also thinking of using this wire just to make a loop at the end.
That's usually what I do with them. I
But
don't jump rings, I don't
But then I thought, well, maybe I can put this jump ring on, which was probably a silly thought, but it'd be easier just to make a loop with the wire. Yeah, because it just keeps pushing it down over. Let me see here. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. So go back. Taking this jump ring out. Now that I pushed it through, got the hole down there. Oh, poor feather quill. I'm so sorry. Dabbing it, pulling it through. All right, so I'm going to go like this and create a little loop on the end. Just like that. And then resume. And then resume the winding.
Jen, what's working? I see your thing. You sent Marianne pictures. Is it the book that you're working on?
Hang on a second. I will grab the pictures and show them. Let me just see if I can get this wound. I've done this little area so many times now, it's scraping the lunar paste right off. And I ended up winding it tightly, and so I can't even see the lunar paste underneath it. I was going to wind it loosely so that I could see the gold between the wire. But nope, I didn't do that.
Shucks.
I know. That's okay. I can still put some gold on top of it if I want to. Now I need to go back down here a bit.
Where are those grapes? Can I
cover? How am I going to get the end of this wire to stay put? Will glue hold it?
Is there any way you can loosen up
stick it down in between
wires behind and stick it down and then pull it, and they'll pull it tight? I usually do that naturally when I'm winding.
Yeah, I've just been trying to
automatically do it without thinking now.
Been trying to get it so tight though to keep that loop that I didn't want to loosen it up. So that's why I was thinking, can I? Poor feather. There we go. All right, so we'll do this.
Yay, we're hiding the grapes.
The beauty of paper. You don't want something that's on it.
Yeah, that's the one thing I didn't like about this pack, and that's the only one thing, is that they have grapes and wine and
right. Me too. And so
it just doesn't.
But it doesn't fit for me.
No, right. It doesn't fit.
But they were easy to hide.
Yep.
But I love the colors. Okay. So what do you do?
It's starting to look like old leather.
Ooh, cool. That's not. Loosen it up a bit more.
Oh, I know what I can put there.
What do you do for Thanksgiving? Are you doing anything?
Me? No.
Yeah.
We're just let's see. I think we've decided we're going to make a rack of lamb.
Ooh, wow. That's something.
A small rack for 2 people, not like so it's actually reasonable.
A month worth of leftovers.
Yeah. Rack of lamb and then just some sides.
Yeah.
We don't make a big deal out of it.
Yeah.
We just eat a lot of what, you know, we either would
normally
already eat or
Right.
yeah, it's not
Well,
we don't have, you know, we used to go to a friend's house and then
mhm.
that during COVID sort
Oh,
of
yeah.
went by the
Kinda
wayside.
stop that, yeah.
Yeah, and, so
Oh my goodness,
we
this is too
actually
much.
enjoyed doing it just us 2, so we sort
Yeah.
of
Well,
just
'cause it can be
keep
a much
doing
more
it.
relaxed day instead of a
Exactly.
big yeah. So, we kinda enjoyed that too during COVID and because, oh man, I always cooked, for 20 or 30 people, and it was a big deal and an all-day event with cooking
Yep.
all that stuff, and during
Yep.
COVID, we like, doing none of that, and I'm like, "Wow, it's really nice to just relax on this day."
Yep.
So, most of my family is traveling right now, and, my mom is here, and so the other day she says, "Do you wanna just go to such and such buffet for Thanksgiving?" I'm like, "Oh, I was planning on cooking," but I'm like, "You know what? That's a great idea."
Yep.
Because
Yep.
they have everything we could possibly want, and then some.
Yeah, and I do have to watch the dog show because my friend from high school's dog is gonna be in it, so
Oh, wow.
yeah, he made it to it, so
Is that an AKC dog show, or what is
yeah, AKC dog show, it's always on, Thanksgiving Day,
Okay.
and he is the, French Bordeaux. He's a big,
Ah.
gorgeous red dog,
Oh,
and
yeah, that
he's
one,
so
I've seen the
sweet.
picture.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is so sweet, and,
Mom.
I'm just so excited, so
Mom.
we're taping it so that we can watch
Cool.
it even like, I tend to
Mom.
watch those later and keep them,
Yeah.
watch them when the dogs wanna watch TV or something.
Mom, could you go out and get the pliers that I was working with the jewelry with?
Where is it?
Should be in the living room right by the couch.
Okay.
Lucy, you can come out.
She made some food.
Okay, well, as soon as I'm done, I will feed her. I was trying to finish this, and I may have to go finish the end of this afterwards. And I'm gonna put it on here, knowing that it's not. I need pliers to do that. I can't get hold of it and do that end, but all right. So there's the feather wrapped with wire. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get pliers and get that finished up there. And I still feel like I want something gold on there, so I don't know. I might hang a charm. I got a tiny feather charm, or maybe an owl charm or something right there to go with that. But that feather will work
I love
good.
it!
This or yours?
Yours.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that turned out cute, fun. I'm gonna put some. I think I'm gonna put some corners. I think I'll put the 2 hearts here for a closure. I might even have some sari silk that's the right color to do that. Okay, so let's see here. Let's get the closure. And get this one, the same spot, other side. Okay, thank you. All right, let's put the heart eyelet. Oh, that'll be perfect. That'll be cute. Little heart eyelet right there. Especially if you've got a piece of sari silk. Even that off-white sari silk would look.
Mhm. Actually, that would be really
Right
nice
there.
on it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That worked so well. Cool. Let's get the other one. on the back. Where'd the other one go? It's probably attached to this. Oh, nope, it's up here. Okay. All right, so we will not have a Wednesday night sale so that we can get everything set for Friday, because Friday is a long day and it all has to be ready ahead of time. So that's what I'll be doing Wednesday night. Probably Thursday night too. And then hopefully we'll get to see you all on Friday for the, there we go. That'll work just right. Friday for the 12-hour Black Friday blowout. I think some of this would be just right. Let's see. I'm going to adjust. That's perfect right there. 2 pieces. That length. Oops, I just knocked something on the floor. Not sure what it was, but it sounded like metal. Okay, let's cut this off. And let's see, how do we want to tie them? I think we'll just stick it through and make a knot. Probably put some pockets on the inside. Need those trusty old pointy tweezers again. Man, they work well for everything.
Your favorite tool, pointy
Yeah,
tweezers.
never kidding. Can't find it? Oh, grab some pointy tweezers. Don't have pliers? Grab pointy tweezers. That'll work. And in the back. Okay, hang on just a second. I'm going to put this in. I'm going to go grab Jen's pictures so we can see that she's working on a box journal. It's going to be really cool. It's a custom journal for a young man. Okay, there we go. So not completed yet, but we got a good start. I know what it'll look like. Put some gold corners on there. And we've got our wire wrapped feather with beads. And we probably need a gold book plate with those gold coins. All right, let me grab Jen's pictures. And let's see.
Be careful your leaves.
Okay. Oh my goodness. That looks amazing. Look at that. Wow. That's really starting to look like leather. Yeah. That really is starting to look like leather, Jen. That looks really awesome. So what she's doing is she's making this large book, and on the back cover is actually a box. So there'll be place to store things. Here we go. There'll be a picture here. That looks so cool. There you go. Whoops. There's the box in the back. Look how neat that is. Jen, that looks amazing. And it's also going to have a cover to that box. So it's like a hidden secret compartment.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. Oh, neat. There you go. Wow. Wow, Jen, that's coming along great. Jen, did you get your box? Not quite the same process as Mary uses because I couldn't get the same product, so I made do with a heat gun and solid shoe polish in brown and black. You know, I've done leather look, and I've never used shoe polish, although I know
I've
people
never
do.
used shoe polish either.
You can use so many different things to make the leather look. We need to do that too, making faux leather one Monday. Can't believe it's working. Yes. It's working great.
Under the chair rail in my dining room is all faux leather with brown paper bags.
That's cool. Covers held on by magnets. On the tabs, it'll have a hinge. Nice. Yeah, however you can get the look. You know, Mary uses liquid shoe polish in 3 coats-ish. Yeah. Yeah, and I've never used shoe polish. And some people have used like cake shoe polish that they rub with a rag. So there's a lot of different ways to achieve the leather look. So, okay. Thanks for, this was over craft paper. Yeah, that's my favorite to turn into leather look. Yes, craft paper or tissue paper over craft paper.
Mm-hmm.
Crumpled up tissue paper and then spread it out over craft paper. And you get some really cool leather look lines. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for subscribing to the Happy Paper Box. So we had a reason to do the live box opening. It was a fun box. There's lots of stuff in there. If you would like to subscribe, the link is in the description box to hppcreate.com. And I do not check messages while I'm on the live, so I don't know if anybody has already messaged. There are 2 extra boxes this month is all. So if you wanted a November box, then the first messages that come in will get those. And I think we will, I hadn't even thought about that, but on Friday, we'll bring out some of the boxes that are packed, that were packed extras for previous months, and we could auction some of them off. So that would be fun. Use my Tim Holtz heat tool. Yes. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, it's a great heat tool. It really is. It is different from others for various reasons. So thanks, you guys. Good luck, Cheryl, on getting all your stuff done for your bazaar, and good luck, Glennis, getting all your stuff done. Good luck, Jen. I know you're trying to get that done by this weekend. So a lot of stuff to do. So we will see you guys on Friday, right here, 9 a.m. Mountain Time on Friday. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. We will see you.